What's popping, everybody, man? What's up? This is the Going for the Gusto podcast. It's your boy, Boom Bam. I got the homie, the day one with me. Way too cool. How you feeling, Bubba?
Feeling beautiful, man. Feeling beautiful, fresh off the clock. Looking at my damn phone, saying, "Hey, let's get a nice talk of football today. Let's get it rolling, man."
Yeah, man. That's good, man. First and foremost, always shout out to the squad, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Soren. You know what I'm saying? My boy Bartholomew. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Queso, man. Them boys out there doing their thing. But we had to, we always gotta show love to the subscribers. So we here, man, and make sure we had to put something out for y'all, man. So we gonna do the thing, man. So this episode might not be too long, but we just got three quick topics we kind of wanted to go over. The first one I'm gonna say is 2 racks, and I said it, 2 racks. We got 2 receivers in the league that could possibly get 2 racks, which we ain't never seen before in history of the NFL. So we gonna kind of touch on that. And then, we going to mention some quarterback situations. A lot of quarterbacks out there getting paid a lot of money, but we start to see a lot of injuries, and how's that going to affect their team and the salary cap and going forward, how other teams move. So we're going to rock with that. And then, our final segment going to be the players nobody want to talk about, man. We do this, man. Me and the homies, we do this all the time. We always have a list of people that nobody just want to talk about. These players out there doing their thing. You never hear their name come up, but
Why they don't want to talk about it, man?
Who knows,
Why they don't want to talk about me? Hey, come on now. Hey, doing them crazy, baby.
So cool. We gonna start off with the 2 racks. So right now, the main one is Justin Jefferson. People were talking about Tyreek Hill this year. Yeah, they were talking about Tyreek Hill this year. Stephon Diggs was on the rise too. How do you feel about any of these receivers? You think they can hit 2,000 receiving yards the first time in history? What's your take on that?
Now, I say for the first thing, we're going with the big man on campus right now, Mr. Justin Jefferson. Catch one hand, catch one stand. This man. He's got a high potential to get to that 2 rack, but it's a tough road for these next couple of games they got going on to get another 100 100 on them for the next couple of games. I don't know if he's going to be able to with the kind of defenses he's about to run into, but I personally, as a fan and a wide receiver, left hand peanut butter, right hand syrup, I want to see this man walk through with 2 bands. Now, if we're going to the Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill looks like, I'm going to say, with his situation with Tua right now, it looks like he has the better bet of getting to the 2 racks just because Kirk Cousins plays a little bit of catch-up ball. So if they don't fall behind like they normally do, then I don't think he forces the ball out there as much as he has, but the Vikings have been playing really inconsistently wise of maintaining the flow of the game. They're kind of playing catch up. So they start getting a lot more passes out that Justin Jefferson was getting him into where he needs to be with those passes, with those receiving yards. Tyreek Hill just seems like he's just kind of naturally getting it based off of the flow of the game, and that plays a very big part. Josh Allen with Stephon Diggs, I'm almost going to say the same because Josh Allen is one of the people that I said at the beginning of the podcast, I wanted Josh Allen actually to go to the Super Bowl. I said that this is probably would have been the Bills' first Super Bowl win from back episode 1 where we had the Super Bowl predictions. That's what I wanted for him. But I've seen some carelessness in his, with him passing the ball in the end zone, and those turnovers have been very costly to put the Bills in against games that they should have been winning. But that's going to play a big factor if Stephon Diggs is going to get anywhere in that conversation. But I got my hands on Tyreek Hill first.
Well, so that's the thing about Tyreek, right? Tyreek is so explosive that he can have – see, him getting a 200-yard game is, like, not surprising. Like, if he go for, like, 220 out of nowhere, people can be like, all right, I see it coming. Justin Jefferson and Stephon Diggs are more consistent. So Stephon will have more of an uphill battle because one like Buffalo, which I agree with you, is a they're 11-3, right? 12-3. They 12-3, and 11-3, cool. And they playing decent football. But I think the thing about that is that Stephon is more like if he get 100 yards a game, like he's consistently doing what he should do. Plus, he got other receivers on his team. And when you think about Tyreek, you say the same thing. Jalen Waddle is a beast. Jalen Waddle doing his thing. When it comes to Justin Jefferson by himself, Justin Jefferson is by himself, and so the only thing he got with him is the running game, right? He got Dalvin Cook. So now when they do drop back the pass, he's looking for him at all times. And I think as the season comes down to a wind, a lot of defenses are gonna be like, all right, we've been double teaming him and it ain't been working. We finna triple team him. We about to make sure the Vikings ain't gonna beat us. Not by that way. Plus, one thing we know about the history of football is nobody wants to be the team where a record gets broken on. You don't want to be that team.
Right.
So I already lose the game before y'all break the record on me, yo. Like,
I thought I was going to win.
Yo, I put the whole defense on him. Y'all can run out as much as y'all want. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't finna break the record on me now. So I think and I think when you take all that into account, I think it'll be it's definitely an uphill battle for Stephon. I think for Tyreek though, he's so explosive that I wouldn't be surprised if he just hit a 20-yard game and now he's like real close. You're like, dang, he just hit a 20-yard game. He real close. But Justin Jefferson, man, like I said at the very beginning, around episode 1 or 2, I say, yo, Justin Jefferson, the best receiver in the league. Nobody ever hear what I've been talking about then. You know what I'm saying? And now you can see it, man. The man is well equipped. He got all the tools. And Kirk Cousins has a great bond with him. And as much as we want to look at Kirk Cousins' past, his bond with Justin Jefferson makes him different. Like when that quarterback find that one receiver and they build that bond is looking good for them right now. And, I wish Justin Jefferson a long career because just off his first couple of seasons so far, like his first 3 seasons in the league is better than any receiver we ever seen. So if anybody would break the record, I think it'll be him.
All right, I like to hear that too. What I like to say about Justin Jefferson too is I have a great appreciation because he's not always just very explosive. He's not more explosive than Tyreek Hill. He doesn't necessarily have the big bod like Tyreek Hill does, but that footwork and the type of route running that Justin Jefferson has is phenomenal, dude. Like Justin Jefferson might not just have the best hands in the league; he might have the best route running in the league I've seen this year. Like if you watch that last game.
Stephon is up there with it. Stephon is up there.
Stephon nice with it now.
His route running is like, is nasty too.
Yep.
That's a conversation. We gonna save that one chat. Hey, y'all that's on the chat. We gonna save that part for whenever we get the whole squad together because we gonna have to talk about route running because that's gonna be a thing. I agree with you as far as like his hands. It's definitely legit. DeAndre Hopkins is back. So when you talk about hands, you can't leave out Nuke. You just can't. Like hands wise, his hands is just, you know what I'm saying? And when you talk about explosive people too, you know what I'm saying? And some slept on people, I got a couple of receivers I want to bring up, but those receivers I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it for the
right, yeah. We're gonna talk about them another time.
I'm gonna say that for later. But if you got any final comments on this, or you want to push on through to the next thing?
No, we can go into the next one, man. Hey, shout out Justin Jefferson, Stephon Diggs, Tyreek Hill. Keep on doing your thing. I pray for y'all to reach the 2-rack mark because that's just phenomenal. It's unbelievable. I'm glad that we're able to watch something like that in our lifetime in football.
Definitely for sure because we got to see running backs do it. And the fact that we got, especially in our lifetime, we got to see a couple of different running backs hit 2,000, so it'll be great to see one or two receivers. Even if 2 of them can do it in 1 year, that'll really be,
That's just, yeah.
But, so that's what I'm going to talk about, right, bro? So we got some QBs in the league, right? And so, the quarterback is the highest paid player, you know what I'm saying? And most of the time, the quarterback gets a lot of money. But this year, and this is a real big thing, this year, we have, when you look at teams that have losing records, you're like, we expected this team to be here or there. And when you look at it, these teams are kind of down bad because their quarterback got injured on these big max contract deals. So they can't really make no moves in the offseason. And just to say a couple of them, start off with Aaron Rodgers, who actually did end up playing in that Rams game, but he missed 3 weeks, right? Kyler Murray out for the season. You know what I'm saying? Matthew Stafford might be gone
out for the season. He might be out for his whole career.
Right. His injury looks bad. You know, his looks bad. So, you got people like Herbert and Burrow. They ain't got their contract yet. You know, so when they do get their contract, it's going to be big. But we've seen it in the recent history, even with Dak. Dak got all that money after a big injury. These injuries starting to happen to these quarterbacks, and look, Jalen Hurts, who was going to be up for a big contract, he might not play this week. You know what I'm saying? Deshaun Watson got his contract, and even though he wasn't hurt, he was just suspended. He came back, and now he's trying to find his way, back around. So, what's your take on these quarterbacks and these, the contracts and these injuries, man? Especially and Lamar, who everybody was like, man, Lamar will get a big deal. And after the way Kyler Murray got hurt, especially a non-contact injury, I don't know.
Nah, that's not good, man. They're trying to really hide back on it like it's not like as bad as it really is, and that's definitely going to be out for the year. And coming into next year, especially after getting that contract, I'm really concerned with it. But we're going to see exactly where that lands. I will say this. For Aaron Rodgers to come back and play the way that he did against the Rams, I was very impressed with it. And it's not even just him. You're starting to see the evolution with his receivers as well. Right, I've always been a big Randall Cobb fan. Randall Cobb actually is over there, and he's actually starting to come into his own. Christian Watson, oh my goodness, dude. This man is out here looking like he's trying to get to a band, baby. Like, this man is coming at it. Like, you can see how much skill that he's starting to come with now that he's running with Aaron Rodgers, and they're starting to get to the same pace. The receivers actually said that they had felt honored, and this threw me out the water. They felt honored that Aaron Rodgers was coming to the practice to kind of coach them to what they want to do. He's like, yo, Aaron Rodgers is there. I was like, was he not supposed to be there? But that's neither here or there. But
right.
But you're starting to see these young receivers starting to come into their own, and now Green Bay looks like they're back on their place to get into the playoffs. So it's a crazy time going on over there in Green Bay. Lamar Jackson, Jesus.
He should have never played, right?
It hurts my heart to watch that, man, because I knew at some point in time, I don't wish hurt on nobody at all. I don't wish no harm on nobody. I want success for everybody. But the way how hard he was playing for that contract and how they undermined him of what he's already done and what he's already accomplished, I knew something was bound to come up at some point in time. I'm just glad it's minor and it's not as, critical as, all like Kyler Murray's type or, something didn't extenuously happen to him. So I hope he takes his time coming back. That's just my opinion before he comes back into the game. Don't give your all for the rest of for these people until you get fully healthy, because we already know they were playing with your money, and now don't give them a reason to play any further. Just keep them out that talk.
Right.
Matthew Stafford, I'm scared.
No, and that's the one I wanted to talk about the most. The Rams went so all in on so many different players last year that Matthew Stafford's contract is kind of crazy right now because his injury is so weird. And even before the season started, bro, if you remember, he had an elbow injury that they said is weird for a football player to have. They thought it was a baseball injury. So now you pay him all this money and they don't got no picks to recover. It's a messed up situation, man. And then you bounce off Matthew Stafford. You look at somebody like Russ, Russ can't throw a touchdown, and he getting paid the bank. He making the bank.
That's a fun topic for Nick.
He can't throw a touchdown. So now it's like, but then you got to look at a team like San Fran, right? And how San Fran allocated their money around, and they didn't put it mainly on the quarterback, and they looked fine without their quarterback. They look actually really good without their quarterback. And then you got, the teams like the Jets and Patriots, teams like that.
You got the Seahawks with Geno Smith.
Well, Geno Smith is actually playing good. I was just kind of bringing up teams who got, they got they allocated their money so well that they don't need to have a top tier quarterback playing well for them to be
Right,
okay.
that's what I was saying. I was like, yeah, because you got Purdy over there starting because Trey Lance and Jimmy Garoppolo are gone, and then I was saying Geno Smith actually stepped into the role and played really well without them having Russell Wilson over the year. So like
Right.
you got people that stepped up, but
And now people looking at Russ and they saying, well, was Russ really worth that money? Like, or was it just Pete Carroll had him in a good situation the whole time? That's one of them things. That's one of them age old conversations. Like, what came first, the chicken or the egg, or who's more important, the coach or the quarterback? That's one of them important conversations that that goes way back. But it sucks to see so many these quarterbacks. They get a bunch of money. And like they have guaranteed contracts too. So now, even though they're hurt, thankfully they got guaranteed contracts. But then you get a lot of these other position players, that don't get that guaranteed contract. So now when they go out there and bust their behind and they get hurt, it just looks kind of bad. And right now, when you look at the cap, if you look at the quarterbacks, I think like the top 9 highest paid quarterbacks, there's only 2 that's really doing good. And that's Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. Now, none of the younger quarterbacks got paid yet, and then everybody else is either injured, and then Deshaun Watson just got back from suspension. We'll see how he ends up looking, later on. But yeah, man, it's rough, man. It's rough to be, to see your franchise quarterback go down with one of them kind of injuries that just. Don't make it look comfortable, man. It makes it look bad.
I mean, it's even worse whenever you have one of those franchise quarterbacks that's not injured and is underperforming. But what I would say in the defense, Derek, oh Lord have mercy, dude. I had Derek Carr out here to win. I had Derek Carr up here to win MVP. I'm just taking all kind of L's over here, dude.
No,
like Derek Carr disappointed
me. I mean, even if we
it was 4. What they 5-9 now? 5-9? What kind of? Oh Lord.
Yeah, it's bad. And then nobody even want to talk about this, but even Dak, because Dallas got a good record, but Dak been throwing picks out the wazoo, and he making 40 something new this year too.
Dak done played 6-7 games and got 10 picks, man. I just can't do this. I just can't do this, man. He played 6 games, 10 picks. The man had 11 picks up last year in total. The man played 6 games and got 10 picks. Man, somebody just stooped me.
Yeah, I think he did a little bit more than 6 though, but I think he might have played 9.
7. Oh, he came back in game 6. We had game.
Well, he played game
7
1,
now.
2. So if you count the first one, and then Cooper Rush played 5 of them.
Cooper Rush played 5. He came back game 7. We are week 5 now. That's 6.
And even if we talking about highest paid quarterbacks, even though he's not at the top number, look at us. We got Carson Wentz, and he not even playing. We benched him for an undrafted person. Like, he got injured, yes, but now we're still gonna rock with the undrafted guy out of Old Dominion. We rocking with the legacy of Taylor Heineke, and it's like, sometimes these teams rush to pay these quarterbacks, man, and now they gotta try to live with the repercussions. And don't get me wrong, from a business standpoint, you do want to lock these. If you feel like you got a great quarterback, go ahead and lock them up. Do that. But when you have a season like this in the league, which don't happen a lot, it's gonna scare a lot of teams to saying, "Ooh, should I pay him?" Look, remember Justin Herbert had the rib injury too, and he wasn't coming up. Joe Burrow tore his ACL. He literally tore his ACL his first year. Now, his second year, they went to the Super Bowl, but just saying, he tore his ACL, and then I think he had an off-season surgery after his second year. So now it's like, dang, bro, you done had surgery. You only in your 3rd year, and I had surgery twice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
man, that's just what it is, man. Now, high playing quarterback, either get healthy or get on your high horse.
You got to do one or the other, man. So hey man, so we gonna transition on, man, because this is the topic that this is the topic we love. We love to do this. This is one of our favorite topics for y'all. Y'all let us know in the comments down below. People who we forgot to mention, people who y'all want us to mention, just random players. You can go all the way back to '86 for all we care. Players you want to talk about that wasn't talked about, but one of our favorite things to talk about, in our friend group with the homies is. Who ain't being talked about? Who we need to shine some light on? Get the camera, flash him up, flashlight him, find him. Like, hey, bro, this guy he balling. Who you got, man?
Man, dude, like I said, man, I'm over here looking at Green Bay. They're talking about Christian Watson, which I am happy for because he wasn't really getting too much light, and now they're starting to actually see as he's coming into his own that that man is a threat. That man is a number one receiver. Like. Once that man get fermented on that team, that boy is going to turn up. Watch him get his first wreck, and then we might be talking about the next 2 years about him going for 2 wrecks because the man is just a lethal person on the field. But the person I want to talk about actually on Green Bay that they need to go get a spotlight, shout him out. Hey, AJ Dillon, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm sorry, AJ. I didn't see that earlier until this year. Like AJ. You really came through, man. AJ, we were talking about AJ since last year, and I kept hearing people point out AJ, and I kept saying, I see him doing his thing, I see him running, but I didn't see that spark. I didn't see that thing that just snapped on me that tell me that AJ Dillon will be the one to take over when Aaron is gone, when Aaron Jones is gone. And this man, not only has he lived up to the hype, not only is he taking on that mantle, this man looked like he's about to put the team on his back. Like, this man is really toting the rock. Like, when I saw him get his first 100 yards, I said, I stopped. I thought I had to wipe my eyes when I looked at my fantasy draft for me. I said, excuse me? Like, I didn't believe it. I was like, yeah, man, but people need to actually put some more respect on A.J. Dillon when it comes to production, when it comes to his yards per carry. Like, it blew my mind. He jumped straight out the blue on me. I got to put a spotlight on him. Like, right. So I'm interested to see exactly what he's got to give in for the rest of the year. I think next year is probably going to be more of a breakout year than this year was. This year was more of a, hey man, put some respect on my name year. Now that Aaron Jones has been starting and I'm in the starting fray, y'all pay attention to me and let me show you what I'm going to do. If he makes it to the playoffs, we'll see how he handles the big boy pressure.
Yeah, man. Look, I got a couple of people I want to mention, man. So I'm gonna name them. I'm gonna write off some names. But hey, y'all in the comments, y'all in the comments, y'all don't know a lot of these a lot of these names y'all heard. But look, I'm gonna bring them back up because we gotta shine some light, man. First of all, we gonna start off with my boy Sauce Gardner, who is locking everything down. It don't matter who you are. You come out there on Sauce Gardner Island. You're dead. Chris Olave is down there in the Saints, and everybody was like, man, the Saints got, Saints about to have Michael Thomas, they gonna have this. I don't know if Chris Olave can do whatever. The quarterback don't matter. It don't matter who back there. Chris Olave is holding it down. We got to shout out Jamal Williams in Detroit. DeAndre Swift got hurt. Nobody was like, no, man, Jamal Williams, this and that. Nobody was really talking about him. We gotta talk about this man. This man is doing his thing, bro. He is looking like one of the best running backs. He didn't get to play the whole season, so his numbers look up and down because he's kind of like doing a little bit of here and there. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta shout him out. Tariq Woolley, however you pronounce his name, in Seattle, number 37, the cornerback. They got him in the 5th round. He is locked down. Nobody's messing with him. I'm gonna show some respect because shout out to my boy Soren. Me and him talked about this before the draft. But shout out to Kayvon Thibodeau down there in New York. Kayvon Thibodeau was he was doing something nasty. He was making some things shake. Y'all let me know in the comments if I'm missing anybody as we keep talking. I know some more names will come to my head because y'all was know I'm out there. I'm paying attention. I'm keeping my ear to the streets. I'm trying to figure out, who's here, who's where. So just, a couple of them names I shouted out. What you think about it, bro?
How about the linebacker over there in Jacksonville, Olakun? Olakun's over there going digital, bro. The man averaging like what 5-6 tackles a game.
Oh yeah,
something like that.
Yeah. And he definitely hold it down. Oh, you know what? Big shout out to Nicky Bosa and Matt Judon. Them boys is getting sacks and they getting overlooked. Everybody say, yo, this the San Fran defense this, the San Fran defense that. Shout out Nick Bosa. He leading the league in sacks. Nobody saw it coming. You know, everybody was picking everybody else around them. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. Shout out to Soren players because he called Matt Judon to be his sack leader at the very beginning of the season. And he's holding it down for the Patriots, and the Patriots are and speaking of the Patriots, shout out to Ramondre Stevenson toting the rock, man. Yeah, hey, do it for all the running backs out here, man. Yeah, for your boy.
Yeah, but that sounds good to me, boy.
Yeah, so man, you know, I just had to rattle off a couple of names, man. You know, just to I know y'all can see me. I'm a little fired up now. I'm a little hype about it, man. Just talking some football, man. So, man, I mean, we gonna you got any final remarks, cool, or you want to go ahead and wrap it up, bro?
So the only thing I'm gonna say, so for that last segment you just had just now, we gotta start getting some editing in here, so we can have like the names rolling down the screen, have that. Have that shit rolling down there, yeah. But like, all I want to say is thank you all for watching. Coming to support the Going for the Gusto podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, like, subscribe down in the box below. And if you haven't done it before, press on that notification bell so that you can hear all the comments and be aware every time we drop videos coming through. This has been me, your boy, the Cool, and my man Boom Bam Boom Nasty. I'm gonna pass it back there for the close.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, man, like he said, man, much love. Once again, shout out to the gang. Shout out to the squad, man. We going for the gusto all day, every day, man. Hey, to all the subscribers, man, we urge y'all, go for the gusto, man. Not just on your podcast, not just in school, not just on your way to work. You know, shoot for your best life out here, man. You know, go for the gusto, man. We appreciate everything y'all do, man, and we appreciate y'all for tuning in. It's a quick episode for y'all, man. And hey, man, we'll see y'all again next week. Holla.